Welcome everyone, Mike here, and last week I gave a talk on the power of words, and I introduced into this talk the Bovis meter, which you can see here. The Bovis meter is something that we use to detect the life force of anything that we wish to detect the life force of. Quite often people use this to detect the life force of food. And the good news is that if the life force of whatever it is that we're looking at is not so good, using words, we can actually change the life force of that product from something that's going to make you sick to something that will give you optimal health. And as you can see with this Bovis meter, anything below 5,000 Bovis units can make you sick. Anything below 6,500 Bovis units will drain life force. Anything above enhances life force. Ultimately, we would like to have the optimum results of being in the green, somewhere like this. So what do we need to check the life force of anything? Well, we need a biometer. This is the Bovis biometer. You can download it online. We need a pendulum, and we need something to check the life force with. So let me show you exactly how this is done. I'll set up this now and I'll be back with you in just a moment. So here we are, and here is the humble tomato. And we now like to see the life force of this tomato. This isn't one of my own. This was bought in a supermarket. So first of all, what we have to do is with our pendulum, just for a few seconds, without adding any emotional attachment to it, just put the pendulum over the tomato. Okay, that's sufficient. Then we take the Bovis meter and we hold it in the center with the pendulum and swing it straight. Have no emotional attachment to it, and then just watch and see what the life force of the tomato is as it currently stands. And so as you can see, the life force of this tomato is somewhere around 7,000 Bovis units. So it's not taking away life energy or life force, but it's not very good either. So how do we improve this? Well, very simple, the power of words. So we take the tomato again, and all we do now is say a short prayer or affirmation, whatever you choose to call it. Something simple like this. Thank you for the nutrition you're about to give me. I'm deeply gratitude for all that you offer me. Thank you. So we put the tomato out the way, we put the Bovis meter back, and now we put the pendulum over it, starting at the center again, and we should see this rise straight to the other side. So this is at about 23,000 Bovis units. It's approaching the optimal, and it's reached this point with just a very simple affirmation. So the point, well, look, as it's rising even more now. Okay, so we're just on the point of optimal life force. So let's put this away and I'll be back. So you can use the Bovis meter really to detect anything. As a psychic and a spiritual medium, when I do my psychic work, quite often it's done through text or emails. And it makes no difference if the word is spoken or it is spoken through writing. It's still energy and still holds the same sentiment. And so, for example, if someone was to write to me something simple, Mike, I really love my job. If I were to put the pendulum over it to check the life force, if they are speaking with the true frequency of those words, then it should shoot over to the optimal part. But if they're not speaking with the frequency in which the words were designed, then it would go back down into the red area. And if they really hate their job, it would fall into below the 6,500 Bovis units and would start to drain life force from them. And so this is why, actually, as a psychic, I don't use the pendulum or the Bovis meter at all. I have enough experience to see the real frequency of what's being said when words are being spoken. And it just takes a little bit of practice, and everyone can do this. So there you are. Just remember, though, please, that this is not something to detect lies, because what this actually detects is the heart saying one thing and the mind saying something completely different. So one last point here. It's best after you've said an affirmation to eat the fruit that you've just said the affirmation on, because if you leave it till tomorrow, you will find that it may go back to its old energy. And you might need to do the affirmation again to bring it up to a stronger ultimate position where the frequency is high to get the ultimate life force from the fruit. So look, that's the power of words. That's the Bovis meter. I'll be here on Wednesday with Linda. We've got another great show coming up. Loads of video clips for you to comment on. And please do comment on these video clips because this show is also about you. And so I look forward to your company. It's 11 a.m. in Austria or 7 p.m. in Brisbane, Australia. This is Mike Cavalli signing off. Bye-bye for now.